Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Just when I got to a point in the last video I just gave you, my camera went off, cut me short. Then I try to hook it up and go again, and it tells me I gotta delete some more and make some more space on this baby. So I've done that, and I just want to end up because I didn't want to leave you with what I left. I was saying how important it is, and I had us all identified with these same problems, and I wanted to say that we each of us do know, those of us who are thinking, why these things are happening, and we know that if anything is going to be better, we're going to have to change. In other words, we have gone along with what's been going on and been complaining with ourselves individually and maybe perhaps with groups, but that's not going to change anything. But I ask you to look at it like this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at it like this. When you think about that child that you want to help that's needing you, and you just, hey, some of them you love so much, you'd rather die than to see them die. And you'd rather, yeah, oh, of course, most parents want to die before their kids die, but it ain't nothing to think about. It's just a given. But here you are in this position. And I want you to think about you as an individual. I want you to think about if nobody was on this earth but you. Nobody on this earth but you. Nobody but you. And you don't even know about anybody else in existence because you never seen anybody else, but you are here. And sometime in that being here, you wonder why you're here, how you got here, and what's up. And eventually, when you start watching other things, just looking around, seeing what's going on, like the seasons change, like the grass, and trees, and leaves, and all that stuff, and flowers, and all that kind of stuff changing. And you know that there's something in control of everything, even you growing. There's something happening. And so you look knowing that there's a power superior to you because sometimes it might catch you in the rain. You definitely don't want to be in the rain, but you can't cut it off. Or in other part of or any other season that you don't want to be in. So there's a power above you. And sometimes when things get tight, you might find yourself call yourself praying. Or if you don't know what praying is, just talking to that invisible power. Trying to let it know what's up with you and what you desire of it. And can you imagine that power looking down is responsible for you being here on this earth? Now you just thought about your child that you want to help because they need you. And you may or may not be able to. But think about this power that is above all of us. Power that's over you as an individual. And when I say you as an individual, now I'm speaking about 8 billion individuals. That same power is over every last one of us. And that same power feels for us, as the way I see it, the way I feel it, the way it comes to me. The same way that I feel about my child, the same way that you feel about your child. This power feels the same way about us. But our hands are tied when they start talking about doing something for our child because there's a hang up. We're living in a situation of life that does not afford us this pleasure, this beauty, this victory. But that tells us perhaps that maybe we should change, as I was mentioning earlier, to a different type of system, a system where it comes from that power that cares about all of us. That power can give us a system. That power is not ripping us off. That power is not super wealthy in a sense that we can see it and we got nothing. That power is not lying and deceiving us and conning us. Not that power. That power has made it so that we ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, we have to play a part in the process. Yeah, baby. You got the ability, you got the need, you got the want, and the resources have already been given. And it gives us something to do while we're here on this earth. We find out what it is that we love doing out of all the things that you can do on this earth. And all of it is connected to something else in one way or another to make this a fantastic life. Find what you love doing and commit yourself to be engaged in it. And you will be blessed immediately with what we can't give and we can't take away, called joy. All of a sudden, you enjoy, you love and joy, engaged in life, doing what you have chosen to do, doing that is an essence as far as life is concerned. You are needed, you are respected, you are somebody, and that means every last one of you. Nobody's above you, nobody's below you. And you answer, all of you answer to one God. But in the time that you're answering to one God, that includes as an individual and that includes as a collective. So when you are collective going to God, go to God straight. You know that. I don't have to say that. But anyway, I just wanted to say to all of us that the power to do it is in our hands. We have to change. And we can say that we are good people, and we maybe are good people, but we are not deserving of our dreams being met. We're not deserving of our needs and our wants and our desires being met. Why? Because we rejected doing what is required to get it done. We let people abuse us. We sit up and take it. We afraid of this, afraid of that. And so what you want God to come down there and slap somebody side the head? Everybody got choice. And everybody gonna die. So it depends on how you use your time that determines what kind of life you got. So I'm saying to us, if we want to do right by our kids, the heavenly invisible power definitely wants to be right by us. But the only thing that's keeping us from receiving that righteous power is we got our hands in handcuffs. We want to do what we're supposed to do. So I just wanted to share that with you because I'm telling you, I didn't just want to share that with you. I want to change this society, ladies and gentlemen. I can't. I'm just one person. You can't do it by yourself. You're just one person. But if all of us say we want our needs, our wants, and our desires met, because we never had that, not all of us. But wouldn't it be great if we could? And all we have to do is would. I mean, don't suffer for nothing. No food, clothing, shelter, anything that's made by the hands of man, because of the way it was created, involving all of us using free resources, it makes all of us part owners of everything that's made by the hands of man. In other words, it makes all of us part owners of all the stuff that we've been engaged in making. That reservoir of goods and services belongs to the human race. And there's such abundance that nobody has to suffer for anything. That way we can live in peace, be prosperous and free, fulfilled and satisfied, and live the life rather than dreaming about it. Now, come on now. Who could beat that? Who could beat that? And having said that to you, and you still want to keep on walking the way you've been walking, that makes it seem that when people say they're a Christian, when they say that they're saved and they love and stuff like that, it's all a lie. Your love is using people. That's the limitation of your love. Using people to take care of you, using people to be there to be an asset so things won't be so tough for you. And that ain't just you, that's every last one of you doing that to each other. People getting married for support. People getting married. You seen them on TV. I want me a rich husband. I want me a rich wife. All that kind of stuff. People are not married because I can look, I love you. Don't ask me why. But I don't care how sick you get. You can be sick and in the bed shitting on yourself. I'm the nigga that's gonna be there cleaning your ass. I love you, baby. Or as far as this one is concerned, I can be as broke as broke as broke. You can be as broke as broke as broke. But you know what? My love for you, baby, don't do nothing but grow deeper. The more you need me, the more I love you. I ain't running away from you because that's what love is. The more you need me, the more I am for you. I ain't running. That's bull. But that's the kind of world we live in. That's what we've been taught. Even when we thinking we are loving, we are right in this right there. We're not loving. Nope, nope, nope. We're not loving. Jesus showed us what love was. Jesus showed us that I don't care where you were before. you woke up. You could have been riding on Pure Hill. Let's just say that you were one of the richest people on earth. I don't want to start down here at the bottom of the time. They always try to say I'm doing good things for the bottom people. Let me say you're one of the richest people on earth, and something happened to you. You woke up. Waking up means that you can see the world that you're living in. You don't have no shades on. They're not blinders on your eyes. That stuff been left over. You can see. That means you can basically see why things are the way that they are. You can either agree with them or disagree. But the key of it is by being woke, you definitely disagree. That's what woke means. Woke means waking up. And once you see that stuff, you are not satisfied with it. But being woke brings with it something else. It brings answers to the stuff that you see. That's what being woke means. And now that you are awake, you're taking care of business. So what you were rich, maybe one of the richest people on earth at one time, all of a sudden that doesn't mean anything to you, because if there's any way you can spread the money that you got out there around, and so that it can enable the work you're doing as far as trying to liberate people with the truth, that's where it's going. It ain't gonna be sitting out there waiting. Nobody trying to ride high on that, because your concern now is to see the world change. And that's, as far as you're concerned, is your mission. Before, however you was getting your money, that might have been your mission. However you was spending your money, that might have been your mission, because you didn't care about nobody but yourself or whatever you had to use to get to be satisfied. But now things have changed. And the most important thing is this life that means so much to you. You know it means so much to others, but they can't. And you know the reason that they can't is because of the way you were living, and everybody else out there is still living. No, baby, you ain't going on do that stuff. It's a new day in paradise. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think I shared with you. Ooh-wee. Yeah, and I hope you get my message. I hope I can put this stuff, line it up in such a way that it'll go back to back and you can connect the two. I don't have that wherewithal, so I can go edit. No, but you get what it is. I'm coming from wherever. So you guys take care, all right?